Hello, everyone.
Pagking gilid.
Oh God. Ay! Ay! Alam mo, dyan na kami!
Footage shows the terrifying moment a 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck a cafe in Vanuatu. All the tables, chairs, fans, and lights were thrown into chaos. In Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck the Noto Peninsula and caused widespread destruction as many homes collapsed.
Oh my gosh! This is a bad idea to be on this boat!
The moment a powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake caused the boats carrying tourists to rock on the Xochimilco River, just north of Mexico City. That moment when your pool turns into a mini ocean. California's 7.1 quake sent waves flying, and she's out here saving her phone like a true hero. In 2024, Japan's Noto Peninsula was rocked by a 7.0 magnitude earthquake that left the Iwakuraji Temple badly damaged and residents unable to stay on their feet.
Linog guys. Linog. Lord. Tabang Lord. Lord.
Construction workers in Davao, Philippines captured the terrifying moment a 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck in October 2000.
Nak.
A powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck Myanmar in March, causing a building to collapse within seconds as shocked residents watched.
Jesus! Jesus! No! Oh my God! Lord, Jesus Christ! Please! Lang! Nag-iinog lang! Lang! Jesus Christ! Please! Please! Makatras ka ba? Dili na! Lord Jesus Christ! Lord Jesus! Lord Jesus!
Footage shows the moment a 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck the Philippines, causing a massive sea bridge to shake violently and sending several motorcyclists tumbling to the ground. Nature's power strikes without warning.
Napagigi sa bridge. Lord.
After a powerful 6.8 magnitude earthquake hit southern China, a terrifying landslide followed, sending people running in sheer panic. In 25, forcing them to cling to steel bars just to stay upright. You can feel the fear through the screen.
Tapang! Lord! Lord! Kami pamilya, Lord! Lord! Aloy, kasama, Lord!
Kuya!
Cuidado.
After the 7.9 magnitude quake sent shockwaves through Myanmar, turning calm living rooms into scenes of chaos as everything came crashing down. Even though we were separated by a screen, I still felt the shaking of the 7.2 magnitude earthquake in Taiwan. This is the terrifying reality of the 7.4 Taiwan quake. No warning, no time, just everything crashing and shaking all at once. And a hospital. Miraculously, no injuries reported, but dozens of families lost their homes and belongings. Did you hear the scream? It was terrifying at the moment the earthquake struck suddenly, shaking violently in Japan. Heart-stopping footage from China shows nurses shielding newborns during a powerful earthquake, holding them tight, even as the ground shook and they fell. Instinct, courage, and love, all in one moment. Dashcam footage captures the terrifying earthquake in Japan. You can feel the power just by watching the buildings shake. As the earthquake hits, the pool turns into a whirl of waves and splashes, giving a real sense of the quake's strength. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck without... The building trembled violently as the 7.4 magnitude quake hit. Lights shattered, debris fell from above, and everyone rushed to the floor for cover.
Lord, tama na Lord! Lord!
Following the devastating earthquake in Myanmar, its effects were felt in nearby regions, including
ceiling and walls to collapse. Chaos and panic filled the air as everyone ran for safety. You can truly feel the intensity as a 6.9 quake shakes Cebu, Philippines and throws people off balance while the whole house rattles.
But this tragic accident was not only the fault of the earthquake. Investigations revealed serious construction flaws, poor quality steel, and ignored warnings that led to the collapse. This earthquake in Myanmar surprised with its strength and duration, shaking buildings and causing damage hundreds of kilometers from the epicenter. The scale of the disaster surpassed expectations and left millions in a state of emergency, showing the relentless power of earthquakes and the fragility of our cities in the face of this phenomenon. But Myanmar was not the only place where the earth showed its strength. Oi, oi. Including parts of China. In this video, 2 nurses from the Chongqing City Hospital were caught on camera protecting newborn babies during the quake. For those who experience an earthquake firsthand, tragedy comes in many forms. In one shocking video, a man cleaning windows on a skyscraper was left suspended in midair as the building rocked violently. The adrenaline must have been immense as he hung on for dear life tens of meters in the air, as a waterfall cascaded down beside him. A peaceful meal in Batuatu turned into chaos when a 7.3 magnitude earthquake shook the restaurant. Plates and tables flew as customers fled in terror from the unexpected force of nature. Perhaps one of the most shocking videos was of a fault line slipping in real time. For the first time, the Earth was documented cracking and shifting sideways in a fraction of a second, revealing the internal violence of the earthquake. Ah. Japan has developed high-level anti-seismic technology because it has had no other option. Its history is marked by devastating earthquakes, but outside its borders the reality is very different. In many countries, buildings are not prepared, and the most alarming thing is that thousands of old buildings are still standing as if nothing had happened. Thousands of kilometers away in Taiwan, a powerful 7.2 magnitude earthquake shook a school. The roof of the gymnasium suddenly collapsed while students were practicing sports. The moment captured on video shows how part of the structure collapsed right where the students were seconds before. A powerful earthquake shakes the streets of Ishikawa Prefecture in Japan. Meanwhile, a camera inside a car captures the total chaos. Houses vibrate violently, walls collapse, and the ground seems to take on a life of its own. Japan has some of the most advanced earthquake-resistant constructions in the world, with floating foundations and systems that literally make buildings float above the ground. Even so, when the magnitude is extreme, even the best technology is no guarantee. There are structures that simply cannot withstand it and collapse, making it clear that no matter how prepared we are, the force of an earthquake can always go one step further. It is commonly thought that a car is a safe place during an earthquake, but this video shows otherwise. During a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, a In Trinidad and Tobago, hundreds of miles away, a security camera in a supermarket captured the exact moment the ground began to shake. Shelves shook, products fell, and confused customers looked around without understanding what was happening. As an 8.8 magnitude earthquake shook Kamchatka, doctors in an operating room remained absolutely calm and continued the operation without interruption. This video shows the strength and professionalism in the midst of the 6th strongest earthquake in recorded history. The patient was saved and is in a stable condition, a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity. Nepal is located in one of the most dangerous seismic zones on the planet. Here the Earth has claimed thousands of lives over the years, and yet people continue to live with the risk. In a pedestrian area, a new earthquake unleashes overwhelming chaos. Dozens of people. In these cases, a slight tremor is enough for everything to collapse in seconds. It is a tragedy waiting to happen. At first glance, a forest might seem like a safer place during an earthquake, far from buildings and structures that could collapse, but nature always has its own rules. In this video, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake shakes the open terrain with such force that it makes it clear that even amidst the trees there is no absolute shelter. Its duration, lasting more than 6 minutes straight. During that time, the ground did not stop shaking. Buildings creaked like paper, and millions of people felt as if the world simply would not stop. While a common earthquake lasts only a few seconds, this one was an endless nightmare. In the midst of the chaos caused by an earthquake, when everyone is running for their lives, this boy did the unthinkable. He went back to the table to continue eating. While his family fled the tremor, he calmly returned and helped himself to more rice as if nothing had happened. The scene went viral for how absurd and funny it was, but also for how incredibly real it was. There are times when the instinct is not to run away, but rather to let the food get cold.
Looks like the ground is literally breathing. That's how powerful the quake was.
Active seismic zone, where a similar event could happen again at any time. Landslide hit a moving vehicle, partially crushing it. The driver managed to escape with his life, reminding us that nature can surprise us at any time and place, even inside a car. In Kathmandu, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake surprised thousands of people in the midst of their daily routine. What was most shocking was not just the strength of the quake, but the vulnerability of an entire city built on an run in all directions as the ground shakes with enormous force.
Inside a rice storage in Myanmar, a powerful 7.7 earthquake sent hundreds of sacks toppling down as the whole building shook violently. In 2023, a massive earthquake hit Morocco, sending people fleeing into the streets as buildings shook and collapsed. The destruction was catastrophic. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble. You can almost feel the fear through the screen. Massive earthquake triggered a huge landslide in Nepal, sending tons of rocks crashing down and covering the mountain in thick dust. The sudden earthquake caused the entire warehouse to shake violently, sending boxes crashing to the floor in seconds.
Although the epicenter was in Venezuela, this 7.3 magnitude earthquake in 2018 was so powerful that it crossed borders.
Anh một phút rồi hả? Dù đi rồi. Giờ ra này nè. Lúc mà xuống rồi.
The earthquake came out of nowhere, shaking the building with incredible force. Within moments, the baby store descended into total chaos.
On March 11, 2011, Japan experienced one of the most devastating earthquakes in its modern history. But beyond its magnitude of 9.1, what made it truly terrifying was... And so concludes this journey through some of the most impactful earthquakes captured on camera. Moments that remind us how fragile life can be and how unpredictable the force of nature is. If you found this content valuable, consider subscribing to the channel and leaving your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.
A 6.7 magnitude earthquake struck a shopping mall in the Philippines, causing the... Truly terrifying. Devastating landslide hits Peru after days of heavy rain, covering an area of 30 hectares. Over 100 buildings destroyed, including a school. The strong quake shook the store so violently that aisles collapsed and goods spilled everywhere. For anyone inside, it must have felt like everything was falling apart. Torrential floods hit Turkey following the massive earthquake. The raging waters were so powerful they tore down an entire bridge. Warning: shaking a cafe in the Philippines so violently that people rushed outside in pure panic.
Lord! Tama na, Lord! Ayan,
Sagiying, Myanmar experienced powerful tremors as a 7.7 magnitude earthquake hit, leaving people stunned and terrified. Chilling CCTV footage from Kathmandu shows the exact moment the 7.8 earthquake struck in 2015.
地震，等一下先不要放手，地震。
A group of people were camping in the forest when they encountered a large earthquake in Taiwan, forcing them to sit down to stay safe. Luckily, everyone is safe. Dashcam footage shows the terrifying moment a 7.4 magnitude earthquake hit Taiwan. Rocks crashed down the mountain as drivers tried to escape. One car wasn't so lucky, struck by a falling boulder and crushed against a wall, Pakistan, injuring more than 300 people. Roads were cracked and badly damaged, let alone people. It was terrible. The tremors from the earthquake shook the entire shop, sending statues and decorations crashing to the floor in seconds. A powerful earthquake in Taiwan triggered a tsunami, pushing boats and ships violently toward the shore. Moments like this remind us how small we are. In the Philippines, a 6.8 magnitude earthquake was caught on CCTV shaking a store, causing shelves to collapse and chaos to erupt. The powerful 7.7 magnitude quake that rocked Myanmar turned homes in Mandalay into scenes of chaos as everything inside shook uncontrollably. Sagaing, Myanmar was hit by a 7.8 magnitude earthquake, and within seconds the shaking grew so intense that entire shelves collapsed. A 5.6 magnitude earthquake has rocked several.
In these images, a skyscraper under construction completely collapses, raising a dense cloud of dust and leaving a deadly toll that marked the entire region. In March 2025, Southeast Asia suffered one of the most tragic disasters in its history. A magnitude 7.7 earthquake shook Myanmar and its waves were felt more than 1,000 kilometers away, reaching Bangkok, the capital of Thailand.
A 7.7 earthquake originating in Myanmar sent violent tremors into Thailand, causing a high-rise building to collapse before stunned onlookers. Before the storm, the sky is usually very calm. Video recorded the scene of the ground storming horribly during the 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar.
We live peacefully, without imagining that the earth beneath our feet could crack at any moment. And when the earth shakes, there are no warnings, just seconds of pure terror. But in the midst of fear, there were those who recorded it all. Brace yourself because today you will see
Wait! The whole building collapsed!
real earthquakes caught on camera and what happens when the world spirals out of control. Yeah,